Hello Redditors of the internet, Noble Xenon here, and welcome back to another Reddit video. And if you guys remember this, it is Choosing Beggars. We are back with part 6. Let's get started. All the designer of graphics work for exposure. So you're gonna pay me in exposure? That's how we operate. Exposure doesn't pay my bills, sorry. If you had 600,000 followers instead of 600, I may have considered it. I have 4 million in total, but thanks for the offer. Prove the 4 million and I'll work with you free of charge. Simple, my artist is a 9 times platinum selling artist. Don Ute, 1 big unit plus Akon, and our records is going out to millions worldwide. Don Ute has 6,000 followers. How is he 9 times platinum? Bruh! Maybe 9 times Reddit platinum. Also, who the hell is Don Ute? Never even heard of him. This next one is titled Looking for Help with Brand and WordPress Website Building for a Fun New Brand. If interested, please read. Good morning. As school year 2019 to 2020 begins, let's start with the basics. Also, I'm looking for someone who's interested in trading out building and maintenance on a WordPress website and someone who can help build a brand for 3 years in exchange for 1, advertising on the site with 2, your info on a free ebook on how to start a money-making website and brand for those 3 years, including a biannual assessment of value. If you or someone you know is interested, please DM or email me at blank. Yeah, no one's actually stupid enough to take this offer. Build and manage a website for 3 years for free. 3 years. Meanwhile, if they work for an actual company, a developer could be making what, like $250,000 during that time? 3 years! Yeah, not worth it. This next one is a 24-year-old alt-right Caucasian male, 133 IQ, 7.74-inch dong, still looking for an anarcho-capitalist girlfriend, must be under 5'6" and at least somewhat mentally stable, willing to settle for minarchist or right libertarian of above 8 out of 10 in appearance, preferably of Atlanto-Mediterranean. What even is that? Descent, because I seldom date outside my anthropological subrace. Hit me up, bees. What in the hell? This just reeks of r/I am very smart and r/choosing beggars. Also, you are very oddly specific about your size. What? Dana here is looking for a part-time job. I need to make $500 a week. I can only work Thursday and every other weekend unless it's nights outside. Then I'll leave off with pay. TIA. Any leads are helpful. Well, you ain't getting a job with those requirements. This next one is a bakery who is already fed up with the Choosing Beggars. Ordering a custom cake? What you think you're paying for? A cake. What you're actually paying for? A cake. Someone to design the cake, someone to buy the supplies for your cake, years of practice, the tools of the trade required to create your cake, the utilities to make the cake, including electricity, water, gas, the hours actually spent making and decorating your cake, someone with the skills to pull off the cake, and a little left over to go towards me. Does it seem fair to expect me to work in exchange for exposure or try to haggle down the price? Custom cakes are a labor of love, but love doesn't pay the bills. Well said. The customer is not always right, as you can see on r/choosing beggars. And sometimes if you're running a business, you gotta stand up for yourself, otherwise you're gonna end up losing a lot of money. This next one is titled Not to Mention He Randomly Sent Me Inappropriate Pictures of Furries. Oh lord. Before I could go, could you draw something for me please? It's a doggo, I can show you a picture. Tell me how detailed, and if you want a background, I'll give you an estimated price. Sorry, I thought you were a friend, didn't know I had to pay, besides I'm broke, forget it. That's why I'm leaving Amino, by the way. Fake friends everywhere, nobody cares about anybody anymore, bye. Well, you're clearly the one who doesn't care about the other, because if they're doing something, you gotta pay up. Moving on. This next one is a Facebook post on Refinery29 UK. Hashtag urgent, hashtag anonymous. Hi all, just looking for some advice on how much money I should be giving my partner's mom to live there. I currently pay 200 quid a month, but I feel like this may be a bit too much based on the following. She owns the house, so there are no mortgage payments. My partner pays for the phone and broadband, so it's not included. We have a tank in the garden for oil for the heating, so no steady bills for that. Just pay to refill when needed, twice a year max, so the only bills left are council tax, band B, water and electricity, and perhaps house insurance. And I just don't see that £200 is fair when it should be split between 3 people paying there. My partner also pays $100 a month. We're living there at the moment, so we're able to save for a deposit for our own house, and so any extra I can save is very helpful. We buy all of our own food and toiletries also. I work 40 hours a week, so we're only home in the evenings anyway and always out on our days off. We all get on very well, so it's a hard subject to bring up. When I had voiced this to my partner, he shrugs it off. When I first moved in, we agree on £200 to cover bills. that would go up if I lived there as detailed previously, and it's never been discussed since a year and a half on. I also have never been told exactly how much each bill costs. I've asked but never get a clear answer, but having lived alone previously, I feel like £200 is way more than what a third of the bill should be. So follow-on question, is it fair of me to ask for the payments to be lowered, considering we are saving to move out, or should I bite my tongue and continue paying? As it stands, we hopefully will have enough to move out mid-next year. Thanks for reading this far and for any suggestions. I'd be looking to buy her a big bunch of flowers or cook dinner for her once a month as well to show your gratitude. I think she's being incredibly generous at only charging you this. There are lots of costs associated with owning a property, but depending on where you are in the UK, you've got to be paying half the rate that you would be anywhere else. She isn't making a profit out of you. You've got a bargain at about £350 for the 2 years, so I'd be grateful if it's not higher. There's also the inconvenience factor for having you live there. A while ago, I had my sister's partner living in my spare room 3 nights a week while he was, and it cuts off right there. Some people just want things as cheaply as humanly possible. If they could pay nothing, they would. This next one is a story. I'm your neighbor, not a sodding Uber. This has been going on for some time, but it came to a boil today, and I am angry. Fair warning, there is a very good chance that as I write this, my language will veer into areas that would make a trucker come to my table and say, "Could y'all watch your language? There are mechanics here." About a week ago, one of my neighbors checked himself in for a stay because he was having a rough time of it and really needed some help. So far, so good. If anything, I actually admire people who are self-aware enough and emotionally strong enough to take that step. Not everyone can ask for help like that. A couple days later, one of my other neighbors, it's a small area of flats built specifically for the elderly and disabled, and with one notable exception, we're more like a rural village in a suburb, knocked on my door and asked if I could drive him to the institution to drop off some clothes and whatnot. I was a little unsure at first, it's over an hour away and money is crazy tight at the moment, but he offered to cover the diesel and I agreed. I'm not especially close with any of these people, but if I'm going to the supermarket, I will knock on a few doors, especially if I know someone's having a flare-up. So far so good, right? But if crap was that easy, I wouldn't be here now, would I? Yesterday he came knocking on my door, ostensibly to make sure we were still on. Silly me. Now this was where I found out he is now planning on bringing his missus as well. I get on pretty well with her, but with my anxiety issues, I really don't like sudden plan changes. And it gets better, even though he knows that I'm struggling during a flare to finish a costuming job and this was to be done on a strict deadline, he has somehow decided all by himself this is going to be an all-day outing as we swan around the British Midlands. I shut that crap down pretty quickly. Then he ups the ante. Turns out I now have to drive him half an hour in the opposite direction to get his money from a friend. You frickin' what now? But I'd say I'd do it, so I say okay. This morning he rocks up with a big old grin but no missus, so I assume she was only in it for the free day out, and off we go to his friend's house. We get there, he goes inside, and I wait and wait and wait, and after 15 minutes I beeped the horn a couple times, couldn't see which house he went into, and a couple minutes later he comes scurrying out. This is where I found out it's his frickin' daughter's house and he's been sattin' there in a natter and a cuppa while I'm sat outside. After half an hour sat in my car while he sups tea and vodka, I later found out, he comes out to tell me that he hasn't been paid. So he hops back in the car and starts trying to persuade me to still make the drive, knowing full well that I'm on a deadline, knowing that I can't afford to pay for the fuel for the trip, and I was done. I just told him I'd drop him home and see him later because I needed to do some shopping. 2 nice stiff rum cocktails later and I'm much calmer. Dude, stop taking advantage of other people's time, what the hell? Alright, so this laptop costs $950. I could buy something better for $5 at Goodwill. Okay, I'll do the 2 cents and I'll even throw in a gaming mouse. I'll have it airdropped to your house tomorrow. Okay. Yeah, no, I'm not serious. The odds of you finding anything near this good in this condition are extremely slim. You're likely to find some old laptops or CRT computers at Goodwill. Good luck, r/ChoosingBeggars. So this kid wants an almost $1,000 computer for 2 cents. Bruh, this might also belong on r/kids are stupid. This next one is titled, Woman Feels Entitled to Free Ice Cream When She Sees a Young Girl Get Free Ice Cream. I run an ice cream truck on the side to earn some cash, normally parking the tourist hotspots during peak hours. Today a young girl ran up to my truck and told her mother she wanted an ice cream. The mother told her no as she didn't have any money. The girl was really cute and seemed excited, so I offered the mom a free ice cream as a spur-of-the-moment thing. Girl was happy, mom was happy, I was happy. happy, they were happy. Yay! After they left, a bogan woman pretty quickly walked up to my truck and said she saw I was giving away free ice cream and asked for 300s and thousands chocolate ice creams. Hundreds and thousands are a topping, I think they're sprinkles, for her kids. I told her I wasn't giving ice cream out and was just a one-off. She was very annoyed at this. She thought it was unfair that her children were being denied free ice cream when I gave some to that Asian brat, as she put it. Okay, up until now, I'm obviously not the a-hole, but I must admit that last comment along with her entitled attitude angered me, so I yelled out to a family sitting on the grass if they wanted free ice cream. The kids ran over excitedly and the parents thanked me. Mrs. Bogan over here is really worked up now and calling me names. Repeated the act to a family, parents plus 2 kids, walking past and gave them each a freebie. At this point, she stormed off infuriated, and I felt a little happy at how mad I had made her. Ooh, that is the type of petty revenge that I like. If you're not a choosing beggar, you get free ice cream, but if you are, no ice cream for you. This next one is a choosing beggar at Walmart. Went to Walmart to get lunch meat and items for the week. As I went to pay, the lady in front of me didn't have enough money to pay for groceries, so told the cashier I would pay her balance. The lady customer thanked me and asked if she could pick some other items she needed since I was paying for them. I told her sorry, I was in a hurry, that's why I paid for her things and mine. She got mad at me and said, I see how you people are. If you're being offered free stuff, take it. Don't demand more. This last one is titled Started Making Some Fortnite Thumbnails for a Bit of Side Cash, ran into this. Hey, can I get 3 thumbnails for free? I'm sick and really can't afford it right now. Hey, I'm sorry to hear that you're sick. I hope you get better soon. I can't give them to you completely free, but I'm happy to give you a 50% discount, $1.50 each, because I do feel bad. Let me know. Screw you, hard N-word. Oh my god. These edgy gamer kids and their language, they think they're so cool by saying it, but nope, you're not. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like. If you have something interesting to say, don't forget to comment. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell. See you guys next time.